is not the apocalypse I was promised. Kendall Jenner is wandering the wasteland with a Pepsi. She makes $1.5 million for every selfie she takes with a Pepsi logo fully displayed amidst protests of the struggling class fighting for livable wages. The people have started cursing their enemies with her presence. Packs of dude bros stalk the land between Walmart, Target, and GNC. They hoard protein shake, call each other beta, and quote Joe Rogan loudly and all at once. If there were laws, I wish this shit could be made illegal. The fiction in science fiction is no longer a thing. To be fair, the science part of it is also no longer a thing. Reason was the first thing to go. Anything resembling a law, and none of the wasteland gangs that form will accept me. This trending shift towards cannibalism was met with far less criticism than the trend in veganism. Years of time spent in social media comments had already skewed some folks' ability to value human life. This is not the apocalypse that I was promised. We are all too sober for this shit. Way more people fought to prevent the legalization of drugs and fought for better mental health care. There is nothing to take the edge off, and so many of us are too sharp for this world. There's always a renaissance, always progress, always art that captures humanity at its best after humanity has seen itself at its worst. Look what we have rebuilt from the rubble. Look at what we have learned from all of this destruction. My best friend was a teacher dealing with parents and school boards that didn't have her best interests. Now she's killing zombies. Either way, she's fighting people with no brains in a life and death situation. My finger still hovers over the names of people I haven't spoken to in years. I still don't send the texts that play on replay in my head. I have no idea if I even have service anymore. Honestly, I could request a telepathic link, but the regrets of time passing tick like a clock in a quiet room. We still measure the worth of folks by the soil of the place they called home, stuck beneath fingernails that clawed their way to survival, and the sunless skin carried by weary bones that are just bones only after we remove the skin when they are dead. And so they will teach their children. When the radiation from the bombs gives you the ability to move shit with your mind, try to keep it together, even if your world is tearing apart. Depending on where you're from, you will be brave, a hero. The world's thoughts and prayers are with you. Or it will see you dangerous, a weapon, a place the world sees as battleground. You are not owed the same liberation. If you use your thoughts to hurl that tank into the face of your oppressors, it will validate the people who need you to be a savage. You don't get to be the main character of this series if it takes too long to color you. We only stand for some. We build chairs of the bones of those we sat through the deaths of to make it more comfortable for us. Nothing changed and it still could have. War is the only constant. Love could have changed all of this, but that sounded too simple, and war became so normal that we forgot what compassion was. Love was the answer. If only we hadn't been convinced we misunderstood the problem. Love is our only currency, and too many of us are still broke.